Смотри, новая игра, и там перенос персонажа на Е1 будет. И автораспределение выключи. Название, 55-й, солдат, герой, капитан Шепард, герой, Урн Рекс выжил, все важно здесь вот как показывается. Понятно.
А что он тут уже началось? Как изменить персонажа?
Смотри.
Типа это норм, да, что началось?
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
А что на английском?
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Ты слышишь, что он сказал, Цербер?
Что Цербер?
Ну, типа, это фракция Цербер. А мы в первую часть сражались против них.
Что фракция Цербер?
Фракция Цербер, там они сказали, мы в первую часть сражались с ними. С гетами, с Цербер.
Они?
Да.
Типа,
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Начало такое охуенное, бля, аж мурашки по коже.
что за хрень такая? Каменная какая-то.
Да тоже там эхо бежать будет.
Да, бежит.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
Голос, если английский классный.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander.
Ashley, go. Now.
Aye, aye.
Ай-яй.
жесткое начало, да? Это не первой части. Болтовня, потом наедут
Ну,
прав.
теперь понятно, что с кораблем и как мы новый получим.
Сзади.
Mayday! Mayday! This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Как будет красиво, Макс, можно зафотать. Пока интерфейса нет.
Где?
Ну, когда выйдешь.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm! Commander! Shepard!
Ты видишь, да?
Угу.
Прикинь, умирать медленно в космосе.
А это не вижу еще.
Музыка классная. Там нажми «да».
То да.
Just
Нет,
another
потом
routine mission.
увидишь.
Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call.
Когда про комикс
Look
скажут,
where that
нажми
got
«да».
me. We were testing out the
Кто?
Normandy,
Ты чё?
Captain Anderson's
Ну
new
увидишь,
ship,
про
when the
комикс
distress
скажут,
call
нажми
came in.
«да».
An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. Nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to
Что я
Saren.
выбрала?
But
Комикс.
even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough
Ну
to
там тебе
convince the Council.
предложили комикс.
They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite
Чего?
specters could be guilty of something like that.
Ну
They
что
needed
там
proof,
происходит?
which meant I needed
Заставка Mass
proof.
Effect.
Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another
Хватит меня
Turian,
подгонять
wanted to help.
куда-то.
Просто мы вместе
A top
шли.
agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads.
И что тут
More
делать надо?
importantly,
Да,
he
нажать.
was willing to share them. That led me to
Зачем?
Rex.
Ну,
The
потому что
biggest,
надо в конце
nastiest
будет
looking
выбор
Krogan
сделать.
bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to
Так я
be
что,
more
не
than just a
сдохла,
brute.
типа,
Ну
It
видишь.
was his intel that led
Ну
to
да,
a
ты
fugitive
умерла.
with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally.
Ну как тебе начало?
A tech expert with a knack for hacking.
Хорошо.
She'd procured some
Охуенно,
information on
хорошо.
Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Просто когда переносишь сохранение, почему-то
Tally's evidence
концовка
proved that
не
Saren was
сохраняется.
responsible for the massacre
Ну
on
типа надо
Eden
концовку
Prime,
будет довыбрать.
and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship.
По крайней мере,
But
так
it
раньше
went
было.
much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no... We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he, Liara. A Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, and like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique... Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Ash I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills, and I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with.
Мне кажется, сделано
claimed her
комикс для
drones would do
того,
no harm if I
чтобы
released her.
те, кто не играл в первую
But
часть.
the Rachni had
Это
terrorized
да,
the
не,
galaxy
просто
before.
показывают то, что выбрал, в конце
couldn't do
увидишь.
it.
Раньше просто в
I
конце
wouldn't
надо
doom
было
an
довыбрать.
entire
Надо
species for
сохранение
past
сохраняется перед...
And the queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of
Подожди,
drones with
читай
her.
просто.
With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how he was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flag spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, it was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren, before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only say Caden was a good man, and a great soldier, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, with my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, Ash saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait?
Все было великолепно.
We gave in to each other. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered that the Reapers had come 50,000 years ago. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouped. But Saren was done running. And I was done. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Council, was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined... It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty. Just another routine mission.
Ну тут более-менее. Раньше, короче, была такая хуйня, что типа якобы это... Надо было выбрать, спас ты совет или нет. У меня так вот было раньше.
А тут что сейчас?
Сейчас, подожди. Ну сейчас у меня ничего не было. Я только не понял про Андерсона. Он согласился, не согласился, я так не понял диалоги.
Просто пересказ.
Я знаю, просто говорю же, раньше был выбор. Типа не сохранялся последний выбор. А тут вроде сохранился. Ну, в этом легендарном здании. Солдат у нас экипировка лучше оперативных. Ну, конечно, у него все. Наверное, разведчик. Кстати, прикольно, что здесь, видишь, типа меняется, ебать. На этого, ебать. Орган. Ну, этот, мышцы. Штурмовик. Биотическое притяжение ударная волна. Предпочитаю оружие, дробовик, круглокалиберный пистолет, пистолет-пулемет. Страж. Страж защищена самой совершенно абляционной броней. Предприятие система улучшает всех оружий поблизости, чтобы защитить от деятелей. Деформация, перезагруз, замороз. Предпочитаю оружие, круглокалиберный пистолет, пистолет-пулемет. Крупнокалиберный пистолет, пистолет-пулемет. Бля, у них тоже пистолет, пистолет-пулемет, калибрный пистолет, пистолет-пулемет, адепт. Информация, бросок, притяжение, ударная волна, ебать. Инженер. Умение боевой дрон, перезагрузка, воспламенение, взлом ИИ, заморозка, притяжение, жужжик, пистолет, пистолет-пулемет. Вот все пистолет-пулеметы, блядь. Хорошо, инженер. Что думаешь, кого взять?
Откуда знать тебе?
Не, ну вот если бы ты разведчик не был, кого бы ты выбрала?
Не знаю, может, мага какого-нибудь.
Адепт, типа?
Ну, кого-то из них. Стража адепт.
Раз он такой. Тебе солдат не нравится, да? Ну,
Я не хочу за солдата играть.
штурмовая винтовка, дробовик, винтовка, пистолет. Адепт. Я не знаю, Маш. Бля, солдат опять прикрываешь. Какое? Инженер. Бля, инженер не знаю, бля. Дрон. Боевой дрон у него, конечно, прикольный, но... Что-то ебать. Адепт. Адепт. Бля, информация, бросок, притяжение. Кстати, на втором месте вот после солдата люди играют штурмовиком, кстати. Вот. Но он всегда должен быть на этом, против близких врагов. По факту, ебать. И, ну, по статистике я смотрел, там типа солдат, потом штурмовик, потом адепт, потом разведчик, потом страж, потом инженер, все вместе. Ну, кто люди играли, ебать. Я в второй части разведчиком так и не играл. Адепт, разведчик, адепт, разведчик, адепт, разведчик, адепт, разведчик. Просто не знаю, адепт, сингулярная, деформация, бросок, притяжение, да. Ну что же разведчиком сыграть?
Сыграй.
Типа ассасином быть. Пиздец. Выбор, блядь. Да думаю. Ладно. План достижения дает вам доступ к следующему бонусу. Выберите один: бронебойный патроны, барьер, удар, оборону, сильный таргетов, поглощение энергии, вершок, разрывные патроны, деформирующие патроны. Удар, оборона, барьер, бронебойный, сильный таргетов, поглощение энергии, опустошение, нервный шок, опустошение. Что ты выбрал, Маш?
Бронебойный.
Разрывные тоже патроны классные.
Но я выбрала бронебойный. Даже не могу две выбрать. Да ну.
Последний герой, разведчик, космонавт.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson, he's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Ты понял, что происходит?
That's pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Ты понял, что происходит?
В смысле, где?
Ну, ты выбрал там?
Stats falling back into normal.
Катсцена началась?
Да.
Too close. We almost lost him.
told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Нас типа воскресили.
Да ладно.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This
armor.
pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security, trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Что, нету больше здесь?
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Прокачка, что у нас там? Я не понимаю, графика. А, во. Без рамки, да. А ты, у тебя на F5 сохраняется, Баша? Да.
Нет. А, да, сохраняется.
А,
Там
да, вижу. Да, просто...
внизу.
Да. Так, подожди. Хочу вот так поменять. Вот так поменять. Вот так.
Security mechs are closing in on your position. Take it.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Lost shield.
Nice work, Shepard.
Ну хорошо, жопа. Конечно, это идеально. Теперь наш такой же мусор, как и ты.
В смысле?
Ты ответчик.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. Maureen, here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
They've seen it.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Ты гранатомет нашла?
Конец самый удар.
Это вместо гранат.
Hurry, get to the door.
Гранат не будет.
You're doing
Неудобно.
Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs
Дневники
are
посмотри, там,
functional
значит,
and
твое
there's
создание
some
было.
rudimentary neurological activity.
Я смотрю.
In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know.
Прикинь, с кем ты воевала, а они тебя воскресили по факту.
Better not to know. I just wish he'd give a
Короче, ну, к сожалению, ну, Цербер в третьей части сделали прям... Цербер, короче, это по факту, назовем это частная организация, как ЧВК, знаешь, типа какие-нибудь, наемники, типа, да. У них своя цель, у них просто цель, это типа, это люди. То есть, если Альянс со всеми сотрудничает, то Цербер, их главный приоритет, это, естественно, это, люди. Они хотят, чтобы люди были высшей расы. Ты встретил там одного, да? Бля, я диалог хочу.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Ever since I woke up, someone's been telling me where to go and what to do. I need answers.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
That's...
Поняла, 2 года тебя не было.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want. I've got him!
Как им приказывать, не понимаю.
Там навыки внизу есть. Раньше был слева вправо, а сейчас внизу вон навыки. Нажимаешь на этот навык и... Ну или на QE, как раньше, помнишь?
Okay. I promise that answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could
Заметил,
buy.
что у Шепарда на лице теперь куча этих? Ну, такие...
Как там уже не заметить?
Да, ну, имеется в виду, там, короче, если ты будешь, ну, выбрать красную линию, то у тебя будет ярче шрамы. Если синюю, то они будут заживать. А еще в этой системе такая фигня есть, что у тебя будут появляться QTE, и ты можешь левой и правой кнопкой мыши нажимать, и там будет тоже хорошие или плохие поступки. Не просто в диалогах, а именно действия. К примеру, чувак такой стоит, а ты сзади подходишь, сможешь нажать красный, ну там появится такая красная кнопочка, ты ее нажмешь, он его толкнет. Не будешь толкать, типа, ничего не произойдет. А если синий, к примеру, момент будет там, допустим, там... Левую кнопку мыши, там, хопа, ну, увидишь это, разберешься. Я нажимал всегда, там потому что классные сценки происходили. А когда не нажимаешь, он просто молчит, стоит.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Dan
Броню, кстати, нам другую
I was
дали.
getting ready for some shut
Как старая.
Bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator, but everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before
She knows
I
how to
left.
take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now, usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless
Джейк бывший этот в Альянсе раньше служил.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for...
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time
That's
when
him.
I woke up.
He's the chief medical tech. Answers direct... Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will find...
Уилсон к Миранде, что ли, подкатывал, влюблен он был. Миранда. Теперь тут перезарядка, Маша. Что наконец-то удобно.
И патроны.
Ну, лучше так, чем с перегревом.
Ага.
Forces have engaged.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
И прислоняться к стене не может нормально.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Shepard! Down! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs. But whoever did this fried the whole
We
system.
didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the
Okay,
attack?
maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Mechs don't know when to quit.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Ничего о них не знаю, ага.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then, they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts.
Я сказал, короче, типа, мне пофигу, что сделал Цербер, но я не работаю на террористов. Ну, конечно, с одной стороны, мне приятно, что Альянс такой, типа, ну, умер он и умер, ну и похуй. А Цербер такой, он нам нужен, не ебет, блядь. Тратим миллиарды, блядь, кредитов, блядь. Может, надо было адепта все же взять? Ну ладно уже.
Shield down.
Блять! А у тебя в первой части низ был, Маш?
Нет.
Помнишь, да, что в инвизе урон увеличивается? Я иногда забываю сам. Это новая мини-игра. Мне как больше нравится, хотя и дольше. Бля, я проебал его.
Subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will
Противники сможешь
proceed as
думать,
planned.
бля, ну там тупо реально труп, ебать. Там от него живого места особо не было, ебать.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you are...
Что говоришь?
Там ничего больше не было перед тем, как Миранда.
What the hell are you doing?
Там сзади были дневники.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Потому что мне показывала стрелку туда, я думала, мне туда надо.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Ты перезашла, что ли? Марусь,
Да.
ты мини-игру нашла там?
Угу.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus...
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Наконец-то! Могу поменять броню, внешний вид. Ладно, пока оставлю стандартно, потом поменяю. А вот броню нужно.
Там можно лицо менять?
Не, типа на корабле какая у тебя будет одежда? Я пока стандартную оставил. Шлем можно поменять, броню можно поменять. Ну, можно купить. Там только на персонажа теперь этих не надо. Шлем разведчика, может тебе понравится. Так, пока тоже не буду, типа, начало. Потом поменяю. А вот материал я поменяю, наверное. Да, немного блесков добавим. Оттенок. Оттенок. Узор. Все, темнее костюм сделал. Пока так.